everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video in my new room in London as I am now back at uni. And I'm not sure about this background, I just liked the lighting, but I think this is going to need a rejig, so we'll see how we go. But today I wanted to talk to you about how to prioritise your workload. Now I know most of you are first years and that you may not have any deadlines as of yet, but believe me, you're going to have some before you break up for Christmas, and there will be that cheeky one that they say, oh, you can do this one when you get back from Christmas, but really you should be doing it over your Christmas holidays. So it's not even a Christmas holidays because you still got like 3 assignments to do. So I thought I would give you my tips on how I've learnt to prioritise my workload now that I'm in second year, and hopefully you can take some of that advice and reflect it into your own work. So I know there are a lot of different ways to prioritise. The way I like to prioritise is by the deadline date. So I'll make a list of all of my deadlines in like chronological order obviously, and kind of knock them off one by one. Obviously it is circumstantial. If you have a deadline in February but you know it's going to take you like 3 months to do, you should probably make that one of your priorities, just like a little bit each day so that you're not stuck in your last week 24 hours in the library. Likewise, if you have a deadline for, I don't know, like 3 weeks time but you know it's going to take you about an hour to do, like, you sure get it out of the way, but if you've got other stuff pressing on you, do that first and just know that you've got that on the back burner. Another great thing to do is not only include your workload but include like your life in it, because sometimes I'll think, oh, I've got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do, and I'll forget to go food shopping or something quite essential. So it is quite a good idea to put your life on there as well, like your social hours, like maintenance that you've got to do, like if there's a bill you have to send off. Write all those down as well so you're not left behind with all your work flying high and your life kind of dripping down the drain. Another way to prioritise is by resources. So if you know you've got a deadline but it's not till after Christmas but you're going to need the books in the library, prioritise that before Christmas, because obviously when you're at home during Christmas you're not going to have that library and all the resources there. So that's a really good way to do it. Also, if like you have Wi-Fi at uni or at your accommodation but you're going away for a week next week and you're not going to have Wi-Fi, you should prioritise that time-wise, so by your resources. Another way to prioritise is by your timetable. So say you have 4 different courses in your programme of learning, and you have one on each day, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You would do the work that you have for Monday, or like the following Monday, on that Monday, so that would be your priority for that Monday. And then the work that you have for next Tuesday, so maybe like the next week's reading, you would do on that Tuesday, so you have a day dedicated to each course. So whereas some may take longer time, you could work for 3 hours on Monday, then half an hour on Tuesday, so you still have that time available, but it's just broken down for you, and that way you have your weekend to yourself because you've done all your work throughout the week. If you get to the point where you've got so much and you don't know where to start, which is kind of where I'm getting to at the moment, I put each of my tasks on a different coloured post-it and I kind of stick them up, knowing that like all of the deadlines are in a month or so, so none of them are of high priority, but it would be good to get them started. And I'll like close my eyes and pick one at random, and whichever one I pick, that's the one I start with, even if it's just for an hour. I just think it's a good way to like kind of take your brain out of it. It's completely luck, completely random, and that way you're not like stressing yourself out, overthinking everything. I just wanted to quickly touch on how to prioritise your life as well, because I know that kind of gets thrown in the back seat when you're at uni. You kind of forget about all of the things, like you've got to take care of yourself as well, because if you don't survive you're not going to get a degree, let's face it, which is what everyone's here for. So the way I do it, I come home from uni and I prioritise workout, lunch, and then washing up, and then I'll do work. So I know that I've got those 3 things done, and the washing up could be washing up what I've had for lunch, washing the oven, washing like the windows, you know, just little bits. And then that way I find that because you've done maybe 10-20 minutes a day, you're not stuck at the weekend with 3 hours of washing and cleaning the house to do. I think it's a bit different when you're in halls, because obviously you've only got the one room and then literally you're washing up, but when you're in a house you've obviously got to do the hoovering and lawn and garden and all that fun stuff. I would also say take at least half an hour a day just to wind down, whether that is making a cup of tea and watching some YouTube videos or having a half an hour shower. Just take some time out of your life to kind of cool yourself down and turn your brain off. University is difficult and it can get overwhelming, especially when you have a couple of deadlines in the same week. So I think it's really, really important to do that. I think that's all I have for this video. If you have any other ideas of how you prioritise your life, any tips or advice, please leave them in the comments below, because I really want this to become an area where people can kind of come and learn off each other, like students can share what they've learned, because university is a huge learning curve, so to share that with each other would be fab. I hope you've liked this video, and if you have, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I post videos every Tuesday, and sometimes there's an extra cheeky one some point in the week, so keep an eye out for those, and I'll see you next week.